Hey folks, this is Wistful Deal here, and there's something I feel I need to bring this up again, and I really need to discuss and probably go into more in depth on and everything. It's about AI, okay? Now, I discussed AI before in the past, previously, and everything about my overall thoughts on it and everything, and I feel like this is something that this is more of an opinion video, an expression video, and I truly still mean it when I say that we need to be on top of AI regardless of how advanced it gets. We should be the owners of them no matter how advanced they get or whatever. There should always be second class citizens above us first class, okay? I don't care how racist or whatever that may sound in the future, whatever. I still stand by that. They should be our pets for what I think of. They should be our pets. They should be under our heels. And I really do stand by that because with this here, what's got me talking about it again is that dating, right? Now, obviously, there's a huge issue gap with dating in the world right now, and it's been that way for a couple years, and it's slowly kind of dying down. Dating's not really going as good or as well, whatever in the sense, it's kind of it's hard to get laid, okay? It's hard to find does in the hood in a sense for a buck. Mating season is decaying very slowly, okay, folks. Things Valentine's Day is kind of slowly, the whole love thing is kind of falling apart in a sense, at least in the dating side of things. And this legit shocked me here. So, Bumble, which is a dating app, it's something I have, but I don't even use anymore. I don't use any of the dating sites anymore. I even have freaking Tinder, for God's sake, but I don't even use that, embarrassingly enough, okay? I don't use any dating sites, and the reason why is that it's kind of fishy. Not only is it skeptical of the who's actually behind the profile or not, if they actually say who they are or whatnot, but also if things don't work out or whatever. Plus, I always prefer a person to person connection here instead of text or whatever and everything. Now, I don't think AI is fully a bad thing, but I feel like with the rate that we're going here, we're just going in blindly, throwing something at a damn wall just to see what sticks here. And getting back here with Bumble here, the CEO has an idea now. It's batshit crazy, and this actually leaves me shocked now because they now want to have it set up to where two AIs are talking to each other to see how you would be in the dating market. So it's legit like Black Mirror here, that Netflix series or whatever or some shit. This legit makes me think of Blade Runner 2049, that film with Joy, that freaking hologram, whatever. That's everything you want to be, everything you want to hear. That film and everything with Kay and everything and his AI girlfriend or whatever, Joy. That was pretty much just a hologram. And she wasn't even there. It was like some camera thing, right, that would follow around the room or apartment whenever he was at. And she would just appear. That's legit it with AI here. And I hate that idea so much. I said before that I don't like the idea of love companions. I think it's just a horrible, horrible idea, honestly, because legitimately it just seems so freaking sad and depressing. And I feel like we're legit gonna be Blade Runner by the time I'm in my 60s, 70s here. I'm gonna legit be freaking Harrison Ford or whatever his name was in Blade Runner. Blade Runner 2049. That's gonna be me in a nutshell in that film, whatever that is, if you've seen it. Because things are moving rapidly and fast and everything, and I overall feel like it's just something that we really need to slow down on. I feel like AI is going way too fast, way too damn quick here, and I said before with some of my concerns with AI, with not just the videos and the voices and whatnot, but also the manipulation and everything the misinformation and whatnot, because it can happen. And I feel like we're at a point where we really need to start paying attention to AI and really like be caution of it. But I feel like folks aren't gonna listen or whatever, because I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just one person, right? This is just one video here, and the only reason I'm making this in the first place was that I was just astounded by this. Like I wasn't like too shocked, but it just left me like unbearably sighing and whatnot, because AI is becoming too much and it's happening way too damn quickly, and I think we have to put the brakes on it. We have to slow down here, okay? It's bad enough freaking Elon Musk has his stupid chip brain thing, whatever. I'm not gonna put that shit in. Like, this isn't Cyberpunk. This isn't Blade Runner. This isn't freaking whatever yet, okay? I don't get it with these new tech companies and trying to implant stuff in. Like, I don't care how advanced shit gets. I'm not gonna put a little chip at my thumbprint or some shit just so I could hover over it and unlock a door, okay? I'm gonna use a freaking key. I don't care if it's convenient or whatever. I've been preferring more of the inconvenient ways because it just seems more manual that way, you know? It's like in the old days, kind of similar with, like, I just feel like that a lot of times. Like how back in the day, if you wanted to roll up or roll down your car in your window, they had that turning thing, right? That turning handle. And you have to constantly turn it up or down, you know, to have it get up or whatever. Now, sure, it's more convenient just to have that button or from hand over motion, you know, whatever the hell they have now, I don't even know, but like, you know, sure, it's more convenient to hold up the button and hold down a button, but it's like more meaningful with the older ways of doing it, where you have to manually do it and everything. I just find I feel like the more I look at the world and the future ahead and everything, the more I get more desirable of the old ways. I'm talking like the mafia days, you know, the freaking 30s, 40s, 50s, some 60s, you know, just some possibly 70s, you know, just the old days where things aren't so advanced. Like, we're still connected and everything, but you still have to manually do the work mainly and everything, you know. I feel like we're really turning to a point overall now to, well, we're just getting lazier and we're gonna throw AI to do the damn work for us because we're too lazy or it's too hard or whatever. There's definitely a lot of concerns I have for the future, but I try not to worry about that and everything. But yeah, with this news here of the CEO of Bumble, it just made me shake my head with this whole two AIs talking to each other to see what fits you. Like, why not have me fit myself? Why don't I think of myself, use my brain, my galaxy brain? I don't know. Let's think to myself, you know, just, I do not like crowds. Should I really go to a concert? I'm not a fan of alcohol or, you know, drugs or anything. Should I really go to a bar? You know, I'm not a fan of speed dating apps. Should I really still give it a try? You know, it's like, it's common sense to. It's not that hard to use your brain and think common sense on what works for you and what doesn't. Like, it takes a little human experience to see what you don't like, you know, like, okay, I don't like this drink. Okay, well, shit, I don't know. Maybe the AI can tell me. Let's see, what does the AI think? Should I take the drink or not? I'm not a fan of it, but should I still try it? I don't know. Maybe instead of using my brain, I should just let the AI think for me and guess for me. The AI knows what it's doing. It's got a million algorithms that it collects and data and everything. It surely knows what I like and dislike. It surely knows what I want to get laid on or not, right? You know, it's like, I just find it just laughable and scary at the same time and just so sad because, like, at the end of the day, folks, I feel like using our brains is very powerful. And I don't think many folks, I hope to God, no one actually uses this dumb feature here. I may or may not try it in some video just for shits and giggles to see. And I'm saying I don't think AI is all that bad, okay? There's some fun things you can do with it, like with character AI, or to make it, I don't know, point out its flaws or whatever here and there, some real laughable stuff, it's okay. And AI art can be good as a concept and idea, but it overall takes away actual hardworking artists who put months or even years into a craft only for AI just to slap it on there with a few seconds or whatever. But I feel like AI can be fun as some toy, but to actually use it as a therapy thing or as a health thing or as a connection thing, I feel like is an immediately red flag overall at the end of the day here. And I do not care how advanced it gets, how Detroit become human it gets, or or whatever and everything. I don't care how advanced it gets, and I really do not care. And I really do stand by this firmly and thoroughly with what I say when I mean they should be second class citizens, third class, whatever. They should be in the pet category. Because at the end of the day, no matter how advanced they get, we're the ones that made them. And I'm not just saying that because we made them, but because at the end of the day, we've been here for God knows how long. Couple millions of years, right? Millennia after millennia here, right? And at the end of the day, we should be the ones that should be driving them, not only teaching them this or that or whatever, whatever the case may be, but also always have them obey us. That we should never obey them. They're not all masters. Will are their masters because we created them. We make them. We put in the funding. We put in the work. We put in the tech, the software, whatever. It should always be us and us alone that should have our heels underneath them. And it does not matter to me whatsoever if they get citizenship, if they get rights or whatever, they get this, they get that. They're practically human like us. It does not matter to me whatsoever. I truly believe that at the end of the day, we should be the ones in control. We should always be behind the wheel, no matter what circumstance whatsoever. I don't care if Skynet comes. I don't care if Judgment Day comes or whatever, right? At the end of the day, it's all responsibility and it should be all task at the very end to hold the wheel, to hold the line, to say that we're in charge, not them. And I firmly mean by that. And if that's a little offensive to you, then I'm sorry. But AI can't help you, folks, okay? At the end of the day, I feel like human connection is truly the most beautiful thing. Like, look at the connection, we have now here and everything. I know it's a small community and everything, but I firmly, believe that, connection is a beautiful thing. And the idea to have some bots or some, machines, whatever, like, yeah, it can work in some sense, but at the end of the day, it's human connection that's ultimately all gift. I mean, look at humanity as a whole, putting aside, whatever makes or beliefs, urban legends or stories, whatever. Just look at us as a whole. Like, it took us as long as it took for us to get here now in humanity. Look at the empires that have risen and fallen over the centuries and millennia and stuff, like I'm not saying connection is everything, but it shows how it is in society, and you know how much we've grown and everything, not just with technology, but also with how much we've learned, how much we understand now and everything. Like back in the medieval times, things were very different. Hell, even freaking 70 or so, 60 years ago, it was very different than today. Things were legit black and white back in the 50s or whatever, like things were very racial, like in the sense, really, if you were a different race or whatever, legitimately. I'm not saying that to be mean, but that's just how history is. And now we don't have that anymore, and that's great and everything, or don't have that as much now, in a sense. But I feel like overall, at the end of the day, right, folks, connection is everything in society, and how much we've grown and everything. And I feel like we're slowly all losing that away. Not just with my generation or Generation Alpha, but in society and everything. We're slowly losing all human connection to human over humans. And we're just letting machines do it for us. And I feel like that's just not only depressing, but very scary. Because, yeah, sure, it's more convenient to have AI do it for us or whatever. But the problem is that it's isolating everyone. And I feel like it's very damn important. In fact, most important to still have connection. Yeah, sure, at the end of the day, this is just a video. I don't really see you folks all individually and everything, but I still know you folks are there. And I know some of you folks still watch and everything. And I'm, really grateful for that. I truly, dearly am. And I feel like it's just overall sad with the world that we're overall heading into. And I feel like these billion-dollar folks or whatever, these billionaires, millionaires, whatever, they're at the top, these CEOs, these companies or whatever, AI gaming, AI this, AI that, freaking. It's just, they're looking at it as profit, and they know the sheep, the folks will just blindly follow it. And for me, I just find it sad. So sad. I don't think, again, AI is not bad, but we need to maintain it. We need to maintain this beast here. Because right now, we're just throwing out whatever can stick to the wall. And I feel like that's just a death sentence right then and there. And I truly don't think people are thinking like me when it comes to this stuff. Because all they give a shit about is profit, money. What can give us the most sales, the most numbers, financially and everything, And I just overall feel like it's a scary thing, and I feel like we seriously need to make a stand and to not necessarily destroy AI, because AI can definitely help, but we definitely need to start setting up some serious laws or guidelines or terms of service, whatever, on what we can and can't do with AI, because right now we're pushing so much towards it so quickly that we're moving in way too fast. And I feel like we're going to get to a point to where we're going to go too fast to where we don't know what we're doing. It's like if you're riding a bike or something, or some motor vehicle, whatever, right? And once you start to get a little hang of it, you just go faster, okay? And it's like, yeah, it's good, and it feels good to go fast and everything. But when things start to wobble a bit, whoa, and it's like, and before you know it, you slip off a bit, or you just go a bit too fast and you didn't think for a split second. So now you slip up and you crash and you hurt yourself. I feel like that's what we're turning with AI in a nutshell. We're going a bit fast, we're feeling good with the speed, so we keep accelerating, we keep going, but eventually we're gonna slip up and hit a dead end because we're pushing way too fast, way too quickly. And I know I'm just rambling and going on and on with my ass here, but this is just something I want to discuss and I really want to talk about, and I feel like it's just something I want to get off my chest here. It's been happening for a few days and everything with this. Hearing the CEO of EA, freaking Andrew, whatever his last name is, with AI gaming. Like, oh my goodness. Like, I don't mind AI, but really? AI gaming and now AI dating? Like, are we trying to get Skynet here? Are we trying to simple with Skynet now? Like, what the fuck's happening here? But yeah, overall, at the end of the day, folks, I just wanted to get this off my chest and express my deep concerns with this and everything, because I really feel like it's something that we really need to start pushing and start pushing towards fast, because I said this before and I'll say it again. I don't think is bad. I think it's a double-edged sword. So yes, AI can help with many things. It really can. It can help with a special need. It can help with directions, or it can help with this or that. There's many benefits, especially to introverts like me who don't really talk to people and stuff and everything. And yeah, sure, that may seem very complex or whatever, something in the future that we're introverted because of AI or whatever, but there's some benefits to it, and it can help cure loneliness to those who may not have a friend or whatever. But I feel like it's something that we need to maintain, and I feel like it's a very dumb idea to have this shift to make AI have the driving wheel when it really does not know how to drive. Just because you know the skills, just because you know the mechanics of a vehicle doesn't fully mean you know how to drive. Sure, you know how to turn, you know how to shift in gear, you know how to pedal, but you don't really get the feel for it. It's like knowing how to play, but you don't really know how to play. Like, yeah, you know the mechanics and everything, but you don't really know the do's and don'ts, the ins and outs. You don't really know the roundabouts. You know how to use it, but you don't really know how to fully use it. As in, okay, what if something goes wrong? What if this? What if that? Those what if questions that you haven't answers to, and to not have those answers, I feel like is a very scary thing. But overall, I'm real dumb rambling. Also, happy Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day for you folks and for me and everything, but yeah. Overall, at the end of the day, I just wanted to get this off my chest and express my concerns and everything, so yeah. That's pretty much all I have to really rant on and say for tonight and everything, so yeah. That's pretty much it for this video here, folks. Let me know your guys' opinions and the comments of AI and the sudden slow shift and everything. And yeah, have a good one, folks. I'll see you sooner or later.